Hello and welcome to my dear students of 2nd standard. This is Rohan sir from Mahdi English Medium School. So first of all, I welcome my little champs to today's grammar class. And I know it's been a long, you haven't got any grammar lectures because since few days you are getting English lectures. And yes, it is very much important to work simultaneously on grammar and English. Like after explaining grammar, I already gave you the grammar textbook in your groups, and then I hope that you all might be solving the grammar exercises and you all might be having the doubts. Though the doubts is, there is one thought in English that mistakes are the proof that you are trying, correct? So unless you don't make mistake or mistakes, I should say, unless you don't make mistakes, we can't judge that you are doing something or not. But the time you make the mistake, yes, you are trying something new. So mistakes are not bad, it is good that at least you are trying, correct? So here I hope that even in the grammar you are applying the same thing. You are not just copying and you have the habit of just copying the answers. But I know my students are very much genius, and that's the only reason why I just don't solve all the sentences from the exercise, because this is not English that I have to give the answer of question 1 to 5 all the answers, correct? No, this is not a system here. It is like grammar is like a mathematics, a practical subject. So anyways, we are just going to start with the all new chapter in our today's grammar class. Let's have a look. So my dear students, we are going to start with chapter number 4, pronouns. Yes, so this is, let me tell you, very much interesting lesson, because here the fact is you are already familiar with pronouns, but you are not familiar. Now listen to me carefully. Why did I say these contradictory sentences? Because you are using the pronouns, but you don't know that these are particularly the pronouns. So let's get started and let's have a look onto this picture. Look at the pictures and read the sentences. The first picture, let me just bring it to you, very closer to you. Okay, so here is the picture of a boy and a girl. Let's see what are they talking. Faisal is my friend. He studies with me. See, Faisal and he both are in the both are highlighted. In short, both are in the red color alphabet. And then let's see again on this picture. Subira is a doctor. She drives to work every day. Now again, Subira and she both are highlighted in the red color. And here is something very much interesting, your all favorite pet. The dog is happy, it is wagging its tail. Now dog and it, the two words are highlighted. Similarly, let's read this. Rohan and I are friends. We play together. Now here Rohan, I, we, these three are highlighted. See, Rohan and I means students. I am not here. This is not my photo. Please, you all know me that I am not this much in height. I am very tall, isn't it? Okay. Anyways, jokes apart. Let us have a look onto this photo. What are they talking about? Ankita and her mother are in the library. They are reading books. So now here Ankita and these two are highlighted, correct? So now note that in the second sentence of each example, the word he is used in the place of Faisal, the word she is used in the place of Subira, the word it is used in the place of dog, the word we is used in the place of Rohan and I, whereas the word they is used in the place of Ankita and her mother. Let's again have a look as they have said. Okay, so students, see, Faisal is my friend. In this picture, Faisal is my friend is written, and then the second time again Faisal is not written. Instead of Faisal, he is written, correct? So here in the second part of the same sentence, Faisal is replaced with the word he. Faisal is my friend and he studies with me, correct? The sentence is not like that. Faisal is my friend, Faisal studies with me. How odd it looks. Why to take the name again and again when already you have taken once? So this is the one reason. See, Faisal is my friend and he studies with me. So instead of Faisal, he is written. Similarly, if you can see in this photo, I can zoom in for you all. See, Subira is a doctor. She drives to work every day. So now the second sentence also talks about the Subira. So they have not written Subira again. They have written in she rather than writing Subira. So just again, if you imagine, Subira is a doctor, Subira drives to work every day. How does it look if Subira is again repeated 2 times? No. Why to write it again? Because we have already mentioned the name Subira, correct? Similarly with the dog, dog is an animal, so we written it, because for the animals we use it, correct? So let us read the definition. What have we got to know about this is the words he, she, it, we and they are used in the place of nouns. In the place of nouns means, my dear students, the words he, she, it, we and they are used in the place of particular name, correct? Instead of Rohan, he was written. Instead of Subira, she was written, correct? So they are called pronouns. So in the simple language, my dear students, let me find a place for you to write it down. Just I am writing definition, simple words, that the words used in place of nouns are pronouns. Great stuff. Okay, if you can see, again I have written words used in a place of nouns are pronouns, correct? So instead of Faisal, he was written. So Faisal is a noun, it is a proper noun, and instead of that he was used, so he is a pronoun, because instead of noun, if the word is used, it has to be pronoun. This is what the definition says, correct? So simply, I hope that you understand. Again, let me give you one example. Like if I say Rohan is a clever boy, full stop. See students, I have written here Rohan is a clever boy. If you can see at the top portion of the screen, Rohan is a clever boy. Now again, if I want to write something about Rohan, like say for example he is a clever boy. Also if I want to write that Rohan is a short tempered, or you can say that, yes. So what will you write? You will not write Rohan again, correct? You already have written Rohan is a clever boy. Now again, what are you going to write? He is also short tempered guy, full stop. Okay, so the second thing you have written for Rohan is he is a short tempered. Why have you used he instead of Rohan? Because he is a pronoun. Now if we write anything like if we are writing about the same person, again and again we don't have to use noun, and again we don't have to consume so much of space. That is why we use pronoun. That is the reason why pronoun is in existence. Anyways, let us move on to the exercise number 1. Exercise number 1. Circle the pronouns in the sentences. Okay, so now you have to read the sentences thoroughly, and then you have to recognize which is the pronoun, and then you have to circle that particular pronoun. Okay, I am just going to zoom in for you or people in the center of the screen so that your screens are very clear. Okay, first sentence is Sajia is playing tennis. She is good at it. Now here Shazia is a name. Shazia is a particular name. It is a noun. So here Shazia is playing tennis. In the second half part, if you can see, my dear students, she is good at it. So here she is used, correct? So instead of Shazia, second time she is used. So she is a pronoun. So just let me circle it for you people. Okay. Okay. Clear enough? So let us move to the next sentence. The cat lapped up the milk. It was hungry. So now, like I said, if you remember the previous page, for the dog also it was used. It is wagging its tail, right? Because for the animal, it pronoun is always used, not he, neither he nor she. Okay, if generally we are talking. So here the cat lapped up the milk, means drank the milk, and it was hungry. So instead of cat, a second time in the sentence, in the second half part, it is used, correct? So it is a pronoun here. Let us move on to the third sentence. The book is new. It is a gift from uncle. So now the noun is the book, correct? Here, okay, let me show it to you by highlighting it in the square, in the rectangle. Okay, this is done. Okay. So now, my dear students, the book is a noun, correct? So the book is new. And what else is written about the book? It is a gift from the uncle. So now a second time, book is not written. Second time, we are not going to write the noun, because what happens if we write the book again, it will consume a lot of space. Also, if it is if we are talking about the same thing again and again, or in the same sentence, or if the sentences are connected, and if you are just talking about the single thing or a person, we are supposed to use pronoun. That is the use of pronoun, that it saves the space, and we don't have to write the noun, full noun again and again. So here the book is new, and instead of book, a second time pronoun it is used, right? Now let's see randomly the another sentence. Okay. I am Karthik. I play computer games. Now here Karthik is giving his introduction. A boy named Karthik is giving his own introduction, that I am Karthik. So now here Karthik is nowhere used. Instead of Karthik, I is used, right? It is a personal pronoun, my dear students. I is a pronoun, it is a personal pronoun. If you have noticed, I, whenever or wherever you see the I, see my cursor, everywhere I is capital. Let it be in the front part of the sentence, or let it be in the middle part, anywhere. That is a grammatical rule. Anywhere if you write I alone, I is always capital, because it is a personal pronoun. So here I am Karthik, I play computer games. So here second time Karthik is not written. Instead of Karthik, personal pronoun I is used. Clear enough? Okay. Let us move on to the last example, and the remaining ones, you know that you are going to solve it on your own. The most of the complex type, I always solve it for you on the screen, so that you you'll be easily able to understand the topic, the concept clearly, at least. Okay, so here the last one, let me just read it out for you. Mr. Saika's son is a good boy. He was awarded for helping an old man. So students, just read carefully, don't get confused, because just a sentence is lengthy, don't get confused. See that carefully. Mr. Saika's son. So here the noun is Saika's son. Though the Saika is noun, but in the second half part they are talking about son, correct? So let me just put the rectangle over there, so that it is just in your mind. Okay, Mr. Saika's son is a good boy. He was awarded for helping an old man. Now he means Saika's son, right? Mr. Saika's son. So instead of again using Mr. Saika's son, they have just used he. Now just imagine, my dear students, if Mr. Saika's son is good boy, and again if it is written Mr. Saika's son was awarded for helping the old man, how long it would be? Correct? So again, to prevent yourselves by writing Saika's son, they have just used the pronoun he, as he is a boy. Okay, so just circle it. Yeah, so this way you are going to read the sentences, you are going to understand that how the pronoun is used in the second half part of the sentence, not necessarily in the second half part, sometimes it may be in the first part, but in your case I don't think that you might be having any pronoun at the subject part, at the front part of the sentence. Okay, now just let us read this sentence. Let me bring it in the center of the screen and highlight it. Okay, Samira is in class 2. Samira loves to read. Samira is reading a book on animals. I repeat it again, students, just listen to me carefully. Where do I emphasize? Where do I put more pressure? Samira is in class 2. Samira loves to read. Samira is reading a book on animals. Now Samira, 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 how many times repeated? Is it repeated, right? So let us see that. Yes, this will explain you further. It is tiresome to say the name Samira again and again. You can instead rewrite these sentences as Samira is in class 2, she loves to read, she is reading a book on animals. That's it. So my dear students, if you compare that sentence, that how many times Samira, Samira, Samira was repeated, so to prevent that repetition and to prevent any listener to make it bore, they will get bored if you will speak again and again the same thing. So for that purpose, to prevent that thing, they have used pronoun she instead of Samira. So how good it looks now, how good it sounds actually. Samira is in a class 2, she loves to read and she is reading a book on animals. That's it. So here in the box, pronouns helps us refer to a person, animal or thing without repeating their name again and again. So if you don't want to repeat the name again and again, pronoun helps you, be it any person or animal or even a thing. Correct? For animal or anything, most probably you are going to use it. For the person, if let me say, for the person, if it's a girl, what can you use, my dear students? I want you to shout the answers at your home. What can you use for the girl? For a girl you can use either he. No. For a girl you can use he. Yes or no? No. You just need to add one alphabet S. So for the girl you only have to use she. Now she, if it is in a subject part, but what about in the object part? In object part you can use her, right? So these two are for the girl, correct? So she is tired, her mother is a doctor. So this is how these are the two pronouns you can use for a girl, right? So this was for the girl. Now what about a boy? You must be wondering, correct? So nothing. So here, if there is any boy or a man, what can you do? You can either use he or him, correct? He is an intelligent boy and he is talking to him, if you say, correct. So him is in the object part, in the predicate part of the sentence, not always but many a times. So I hope that this is clear to you, that for the boy, he and him, correct. So this is the person, yes, the person, for the person, if it's a boy, he or him, girl, she or her, correct. And for the animal and for the things, you most probably use it, correct. So what do you have to do in the next exercise? Let us read. Rewrite the sentences using suitable pronouns. So now wherever you feel that the nouns are repeated, you have to use pronoun according to what I instructed you, so that the sentence will be perfectly framed. Let me read the first question and let me explain it to you first of all. Manas is tall. Manas loves to play basketball. Manas is good at it. Now what is repeated, my dear students? Manas, Manas, Manas. Yes, it looks like an echo 3 times. Manas, Manas, Manas. So we have to put a pronoun instead of the name Manas, yes, which is the name of a boy. So how can you solve it? How can you work it out in this sentence? What can you do? For the first sentence, you have to keep it as it is. You cannot replace Manas in the first sentence. So Manas is tall, and then what? As Manas is a boy, what can you do? You can write he, correct. So he loves to play basketball, he is good at it. So I'll just put the replacement and not write by not writing the full sentence. So instead of Manas, you can put he. Okay, for the first sentence, let me write it for you, otherwise you're going to get confused. Yes, so Manas is tall. Manas is tall, full stop. This is the first part, correct. And after full stop, what is written? Manas loves to play basketball. So instead of Manas, what are you going to put? He, correct. So he loves to play basketball, and then full stop. Now forget that, because that indicates the end of the sentence. Yes, so he loves to play basketball, and then what? The last part is Manas is good at it. So again, instead of Manas, what are you going to write? He is good at it. Great. So this was the formation. Yes, so you make sure you write it with a beautiful and legible handwriting. This is the these are the typed words, so I was easily able to fit them in the one line, but here 2 lines are provided. Whenever I send you the textbook, I don't know, most probably I have sent you in your WhatsApp group, but whenever I send you, whenever you try to solve, make sure first you only have to you solve with pencil properly, and don't write with the dark handwriting. What will happen if your answer is incorrect, even if you want to erase it, still it will look very untidy. Your work will look untidy, correct, which is very bad. Okay, let's see now, not in a sequence, but we are going to solve the sentence randomly. So okay, so here sentence D, let me just draw the square so that you can easily see that. Okay, so this is the sentence which we are going to solve now. Ila's cat is lazy. The cat sleeps all day. The cat wakes up only to drink milk. What is repeated, my dear students? Tell me, what is repeated? Ila's cat is lazy. The cat sleeps all day. The cat wakes up only to drink milk. So yes, those who have observed, those who are answering me, let me tell you, if you have answered cat, cat, cat is repeated, right? So what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to put pronoun in the place of cat. Now again, let me show you something. In the very first page, you saw that instead of dog, what is written? It. The dog is happy, it is wagging its tail. So like I said, for the animals you have to use pronoun it. So here what could be the answer? Ela's cat is lazy, it sleeps all day. See, instead of the cat I have put it, it. It sleeps all day. Again, instead of the cat you will put it. It wakes up only to drink milk. Okay, let me just jot it down in your book so that it will be easier for you to understand then. Ela's cat is lazy will be as it is. So I'll just write Ela's cat is lazy and then full stop. So this is the first part. Okay, I hope you all are able to look at the screen and read it. And the second part is the cat sleeps all day. So instead of cat, what are you going to write? It. So it sleeps all day. Okay. So after the day, full stop. Okay. Great. And then the cat wakes up only to drink milk. So instead of the cat, again you have to just write it. So it wakes up only to drink milk, correct? So we are going to write it over here. Okay, here's the text box. So it wakes up only to drink milk. Full stop. Don't forget to apply full stop. See, it is not possible to fit it over here, so I'm just going to put it in the next line because the next line is given for you only. If you don't fit if in case it is not properly given. Okay, so Ela's cat is lazy, it sleeps all day, it wakes up only to drink milk. How good it looks if you compare to both the sentences, isn't it? So I hope that now you know how to put the pronouns. Again I repeat, if it is a girl, use she or her according to the sentence. If a boy, then use he or him, again in accordance of sentence. And if animal or a thing, you should use it, like I used here it for the animal cat. Yes. Now the last one, let us solve and then we will end for the today's lecture. Minnie and Anu are friends. Minnie and Anu are watching a play. Minnie and Anu will have lunch together. Oh my God, Minnie and Anu, sir, what are you speaking? Yes, this is what are you feeling? You are feeling bored. Sir, what Minnie Anu you are doing? So for that purpose only, my dear students, pronouns are there. Not to worry. So yes, we are optionless. The first part we have to write as it is. Minnie and Anu are friends. So let us jot it down and then solve it. So Minnie and Anu are friends and then full stop, so that the first part ends here. Okay, fine. So second part is Minnie and Anu are watching a play. So instead of Minnie and Anu, we have to use they. If the plural is like first person, we use we, but we are talking about Minnie and Anu, which are the second person, the third person. So we use they. So they are watching a play. So here we are going to write they are watching a play. Great stuff. Okay, excellent, done. And what about the remaining one? Minnie and Anu will have lunch together. So what will be the answer? They will have lunch together. Correct. So this is what you are going to finish it off on your own. So today we just understood the meaning of pronoun. We saw the pictures with examples, and then we got to know that why do we use pronouns, and then we solved first exercise and second exercise. So my dear students, that's it for today's lecture. And last but not the least, I always tell you to solve the exercises because I have already sent PDF format of textbook in your groups. To open that PDF format, you must have the application, PDF viewer or PDF opener, anything, but without that you will not be able to open the PDF unless your phone has that inbuilt feature, correct? So yes, this I said because many of the parents had the doubt, correct? So yes, enjoy the day. Also keep studying at home, stay safe, don't go out unnecessarily, use sanitizer, stay home. Goodbye.